Good morning and welcome to day 6 of 21 Days of Spiritual Success. My name is Monica Reyes and I am your spiritual success coach. I'll be taking you through 21 days of spiritual development created to make small shifts for really big changes in your life. So yesterday, we spoke about making it rain, recognizing, acceptance, investigate, non-attachment of like limiting beliefs, blocks, that sort of thing. And so that was basically the end of the root chakra of the spiritual foundation. Now, obviously, like whenever you're involved in any of these, sometimes it'll take more work than just what I've told you, but this is absolutely going to get you in the right direction. Today, we're going to move into the second chakra. The second chakra is the chakra for creativity. And what I love about this chakra is this was a really, really monumental point for me. So this has everything to do with creativity, sexuality, embracing and owning your sexuality, opening yourself up to possibilities, letting go, the art of surrendering, and for me, I was like really always an explorer. I was a silly child and, always loving to laugh and dance and be silly. And I remember specific events and specific, like people that were very important in my life, whether they were, coaches. I was an athlete my whole life. So coaches or, different really powerful people in my life that I, felt they were powerful, would kind of put boundaries on my silliness, on my creativity, and then it actually ended up enhancing the more that I grew up and I became an attorney, and then I was very serious and I wasn't allowed to be creative because you got to follow the rules and case law and precedents and so forth, and I lost it. And what happened was the opposite effect happened. I became a perfectionist, and so then I found myself, I'm a big risk taker. I've always been such a big risk taker. And so I would try to take these risks, but I would be like a perfectionist about it, and so you can't, right? There's this inner conflict here. And a business coach once told me that, it's impossible to be a perfectionist and to be a risk taker at the same time, because risk taking is creative. Risk taking is messy. Risk taking, implies possible failure, and it's a risk. You need to be able to let go and know that you might fail, and that is okay, right? So that was the very beginning for me, of this balance, of this beautiful balance of being able to take risks and not being afraid of what might happen. And so life is messy. Life is messy, and that's what it's all about. We are creative. Everybody is creative. Everybody, and I didn't know this. I thought, somebody actually told me once, I don't see you as creative. You're an attorney. And that really stuck in my head. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think I'm creative. And I was right. And what I love about Kundalini Yoga really opens this up for you. It's the art of creativity. It's the art of sexuality, the yoga of creativity, yoga of sexuality, and it opens you up in a beautiful, beautiful way. So you can really own this. And I've totally through my journey have found myself being more creative and embracing my own sexuality, so that, I'm not ashamed of it. And it's actually very empowering when you're able to feel this way. So, today is going to begin the journey of this creativity, of letting go, of learning how to surrender to the flow of life. And so today's lesson is going to be about being like a child. If you notice, and it's interesting because like when I have a 3-year-old, and when I first had her, I didn't know how to act. I remembering like holding her and my husband was like so natural. I mean, he's studied, child psychology. He has a learning center. So he knows how to be around children and to play with them. And I didn't even know how to do that. I didn't know how to tap into that child, so I was like so embarrassed to baby talk to her. I didn't know what to do. I felt so weird and unnatural. And now it's a totally different story. We just were at the beach yesterday, and I had my pretty designer bathing suit, but I was in the sand playing with her and creating sea turtles and, getting all dirty and messy. And that's what it's about. It's about putting it all aside and getting messy and getting creative, and and you'll see that you will tap into this incredible creativity that you might not have, you didn't know existed. So that's what today is. Today is play like a child. So I want you to play like a child, get messy, experiment, if you're going to the beach, get in the sand and, do what you used to do, play with the shovels, play with the pails, build something, create something. This is the very beginning of innovation. This is where innovation lives, tapping into this creativity, and also is the beginning of allowing yourself to let go to all the possibilities that the universe has for you, because we have an idea of how we think life is going to go, and I'm going to tell you we're wrong. We don't know what the best is for us, because we don't know what the end, we don't know what's actually going to happen, right? We don't know everything. We don't have that foresight. We don't have the vision. We don't have the bird's eye view of what all the infinite things that are going to happen to us. Life happens in chains of events, and we don't know what is going to happen. We think that it's going to go A, B, C, D, and then all of a sudden, universe brings in the Z, and we're like, what the heck is that? Well, and that's what it is. It's about letting go to that, and when you can do that, this is where this is the path to your dreams. This is where it all is. So today, play like a child, dance like no one's watching, let go, do something so fun. And, and if you don't have an opportunity to do that, the other thing you can do is just look at life curiously. Like kids learning things for the first time, like, oh my God, a bug, an ant. My daughter, every few minutes, Mom, a lizard. It excites her to see, think about, you live in Florida, how many lizards you've seen, but she gets excited every single time, and so I get excited every single time. I love kids for this reason, because she's brought that out in me, this fun, silly, do whatever the hell you want. Another fun tool is Snapchat. If you're not already on Snapchat is awesome for this, because they have all these cool filters, but let it go. Who gives a crap who sees you? If you follow me on Snapchat, I let it all go. I really get into the character, because it really works on something within you, and the same way you are, and just notice, if you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not getting in the sand, I'm not getting messy, I'm not digging my hands in mud, I'm not playing with worms, why? Where else are you being like this? Where else are you limiting yourself? Are you setting all these boundaries? Where else are you doing this? Because the way we are in one situation, we are in all. You can't separate. So just be aware, first of all, of how you're feeling as I'm talking to you right now, and then how you're feeling when you're doing this. But wherever you are and whatever you're doing today, just let it go. And this is the beginning of letting go of a project, the failure of the project. If something breaks, oh God, this broke. This morning our dresser broke. My daughter's dresser broke, and it's it's a freaking dresser. It is what it is, But we just let it go, because really there are just so many more important things to worry about. But it's this idea of it's this working on this non-attachment. All right, so I'm excited to see all of you awaken your inner child today. If you like this video, please like it and let me know how it goes. Post and send me a photo or video of you getting messy and becoming like a child, getting curious. I'm excited to see it. This is a really, really fun exercise, and I'm telling you, it's going to open up beautiful things for you, and we're going to continue working, and we're going to build on this same basic principle today. We're going to build on it tomorrow. So join me tomorrow again, 10:30, and I hope to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I want to thank everybody that sent me the most warming and beautiful messages. Oh my God, it really warmed my heart. It made me emotional yesterday. For all of you that thanked me and told me that you were excited to see this every day, I really, this is why I do it, and I'm really thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for your support, and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.